Hello and welcome back to 16 years and now kid-free. My word, what a week it's been. And it's literally one day over a week since I went to the Outer Hebrides. And I thought the best place to, do this video was where I started before I went over to the Outer Hebrides, which is Zurich Hotel and Restaurant. And it's beautiful, the steak is beautiful. I'm going back here for a steak and I'm hoping for that reason, it's going to be the same sort of steak. I can't wait. But this video is not about this. It's about my thoughts on the Outer Hebrides. And thank you. Just thank you to everybody over there and the islands itself. It's everything that I ever dreamed of it to be. Even since I was a little kid. I've always dreamed. When I heard of the Outer Hebrides, I heard of the Outer Hebrides. It's meant to be right out there, really far out there. Remote, rugged. People are respectful. The people are just so brilliant in it, and it's just been everything. Everything I've wanted is just been there. It has. I don't know how to start beginning. I got into Tarbert Harbour. And yes, this is in the winter months, so you've got to, everything I've got to say, you've got to remember it's in the winter months. Excuse me, in the winter months and not the summer months. So, people's ideas are going to be different all the way along. But I think waiting for the winter months gave me what I wanted to be. It really did. Since a child I heard of it, and then I worked on the fishing boats and I heard of it on, in the shipping forecast of being just out there. And it is just out there. Everything is there, it's just out there. I arrived in Port Talbot on a sunny winter's day, shall we say, and I was absolutely buzzing. Went up to try and find the campsite, and of course the first campsite near Stornoway was shut, and I'm quite pleased about that actually, because then it forced me to go up north, and the more north I went, because when you go from Talbot up to the north, up to Stornoway, it's mountainous, very, very mountainous. And then you get up to that point, and you get to Stornoway, you're like, oh no, I can't stay here. All right, I'll find the campsite there. And then you go through all that moorland, and that's just mesmerising. It is mesmerising. I can't get over how mesmerising it is. It was just beautiful, endless, peaceful, quiet, shall I say. And then, I ended up going to a hotel just to see if I can camp outside there in their car park. And then they're the ones that told me about a little, this is good advice to all of you, there's a little trust area where they've got a few camping pods, a shower, a toilet and everything else like that, and that you can stay there. A little bit expensive, but when you're in the middle of nowhere, you haven't really got, I wouldn't say a lot of choice, but it's somewhere, it's a reprieve to be able to find somewhere like that. And you're out there. And that's where I done, I think, my second video I done there. And then I done that, I stayed there for the night, and then I went up to the north, and it just got further and further just out there. People dream of going to Florida or to Spain or to Egypt or anything like that. I'm not that sort of person. I'm a person that dreams of just being out there. Where is the furthest reaches that you can get to? And it just came up trumps again and again. And the people are so nice, respectful. It's not in your face, I'm going to be nice to you for it to be a tourist. It's respectful. We understand what you're doing. If you understand, respect the place. And that's what you've got to do. And of course, I went up north, across, past that, up into Ness, went down the road that I didn't get to the end of, I must admit, down there. But then you saw all the peat drying and everything like that. And you saw them, living off the land. And then I came back down. What did I do after that? I came back down. Oh, that's when I stayed near Stornoway, and then I decided I'm going to have a night out. And then I went to McNeil's Bar, and you saw all the videos of them, the band that was playing there. It was absolutely fantastic. Fair enough, yes, it was my own fault. I got too drunk. But even after but that Neil's Bar and that band, that was just brilliant. That was just, yeah, that was just, it's going to be up there in my memories of what it's like in the Stornoway in the McNeil's Bar. It was just absolutely brilliant. And then, of course, I was hungover. I'm nearly 40 now. Well, about 6-7 months off of being 40. About, where are we? December. Yeah, so about 6-7 months of me. Well, closer to 6 months of being off 40. So I don't handle the hangovers all that well. But even when I was up by Garage Bridge, just outside of it, Stornoway, it was a beautiful area to recover yourself. It was, and everybody that I came across up there, they were beautiful, they understood, it was fantastic. The only downside to that is that I found out on the Monday when I was travelling around, the Aurora Borealis actually appeared, and I don't know how I didn't see it. I really don't know. And after that, I came down and I stayed by the Golden Road where you saw that prehistoric landscape. It was just so beautiful. It was just beautiful. You've got to come to the Outer Hebrides. You've got to go there. I say come, I'm not there now, but you've got to go to the Outer Hebrides. It is everything that you can believe it can be, and everything more. It was just so beautiful. And then I came up to back up to Tarbert to go use the toilet. The reason, even though I'm living in William and I haven't got a toilet in him, I always make sure there's a toilet to go somewhere near. Don't listen to this place. They respect it so much. And one of the things that I will bring up time and time again is I never found no litter, no fly dumping. It is beautifully clean, this place. I keep saying this place, I keep thinking that I'm still there, but the Outer Hebrides is just so beautiful and clean. And then after that, I went down to the southern bit. And when you start heading south, you're right, guys. Heading south is when you start realising how remote the Outer Hebrides is, because as you head through the mountain passes, there's less and less and less, and then you get to the bottom, and then I don't know whether I should have stayed an extra day there, but the current was nice, the weather was nice. It was a nice, beautiful, flat ceiling from Leverberg all the way to Barradine. I'm terrible with names. I've been destroying names all the way along here. Even in England, in Wales, southern England, northern England, in Ireland. The only ones that I can properly remember in Ireland is, I can't even remember them. Well, you've got Ballaghreen and I can't remember the other one. Oh, I'm so terrible at remembering. But yeah, I've been destroying names, so don't get that on me. And then I went to the southern point, and then I went over to the islands of US, and I went there. And then, as I said, going south, it just gets more and more remote. I managed to go into a co-op, got my bits and pieces for the evening. And then I parked up. I was hoping to see some owls and eagles and things like that. But I think in the summer months, you're going to see a lot more wildlife than what I did in the winter months. And then, of course, I went up to that old lady's bakery. Wow, what a place. I absolutely love that place. Went there. She was absolutely chatty. Someone that I can actually remember my nan being, a traveller coming through and, wanting to make sure they're fed and make sure they're looked after. And I really, really have fallen in love with that lady. I really have. And then I went all the way through south. And if you've ever been here or you're coming here and you're up in the islands of Lewis and Harris and you think that's anywhere near remote, when you get to the islands of Usk, that's remote. And really, when you get down south, that's properly remote. I mean, just so out there remote, it is unreal. It is just out there remote. And you get down there, and that's what I love about the Outer Hebrides, is that it's that remote, it's that out there. You know, it's not been touched by modern civilization or anything like that. It's just beautiful. It is, and I can't thank you enough for the people of Outer Hebrides for keeping the place so beautiful and so, you know, just out there nice. I really can't, and it's been an absolute fantastic joy. You know, I didn't realise with the weather report that changed as I came back over that the weather's going to start getting nicer and nicer, but that's the way this trip goes. You know, I take my chances. You know, I got to see the opportunity. You know, I came back across. I'm back on the Isle of Skye now. But yeah, thank you once again, Outer Hebrides. I love you. I will be coming back, and I hope you welcome me back in just the same way you just saw me now. You saw me this time. But other than that, like I always say, take it easy, keep adventuring, and love you, bye.